Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Ever since Triple H took creative control of WWE, most fans have been happy with the product as it has been a lot more streamlined than it used to be. However, like anyone else, there might be some occasions where even the game could falter, and Vince Russo pointed out one such incident. On the latest episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Brodown, the former WWE writer buried Triple H for his booking of veteran R-Truth. He was scheduled to take on Aleister Black on this week's Smackdown, but wasn't present for his match. Instead, he appeared on the Titantron, explaining how he ended up going to Dublin, Georgia instead of coming to Dublin, Ireland. While addressing the segment, Russo referred to Truth's first appearance after returning at WWE Money in the Bank, where he presented a more serious character. He stated that Truth was moving away from his comedic gimmick, but mere weeks later, it seems that Triple H has dropped that storyline, and Truth has reverted to his former self. Since he has returned to WWE, R-Truth hasn't really done much of note. He settled his issues with John Cena once he returned, but apart from that, there hasn't been a lot for him to do on screen. It seemed like Truth was being penciled in for a feud with Aleister Black a few weeks back, but he was only used to further a feud between Black and Damian Priest, who returned on this week's episode of Smackdown. FaZe is a WWE writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. He is a BBA graduate who is passionate about sports and wants to make a career in that field. This passion led to a postgraduate degree in journalism, which helped him pivot into becoming a sports writer. When writing, he puts the utmost importance on accuracy and thorough research. FaZe has 6 years of work experience across 4 companies. He started his career with Zomato and then moved to Amazon. He shifted to becoming a football writer at TV9 Digital and is now with Sportskeeda. He covered the Wrestling Extreme Mania event in Gurgaon in 2025, where he had the opportunity to interview Raj the Maharaja, Afghad Jinder Mahal. At the same event, he also got quick interviews with former WWE superstar Dijak and Japanese Joshi legend Emi Sakura. When it comes to his favorite wrestlers, FaZe has 2 names in mind. He loved to watch Triple H before the current WWE CCO retired, and he is a huge fan of Roman Reigns. Being a loyal fan since the Tribal Chief's Shield days, FaZe credits Roman's mic skills and unmatched in-ring storytelling for his mega success. When he was young, one in-ring story left a lasting impression on his mind and eventually got him hooked on WWE. That match was Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24. Apart from that, he is also a fan of Raw. When FaZe is not writing for Sportskeeda, he loves to keep up with other sports. He is an avid cricket and football fan, a huge gamer, and loves playing some RPGs on the PlayStation. Triple H has earned praise since taking the reins of WWE's creative direction, but that doesn't mean his decisions come without criticism. In fact, former WWE head writer Vince Russo has once again made headlines by taking shots at the game. This time, Russo buried Triple H for his handling of a legendary WWE star on a recent episode of Smackdown. His comments have sparked discussion across the wrestling world, with fans divided on whether Russo has a valid point or if he's simply stirring the pot, as he often does. The incident on Smackdown. The episode in question featured a surprising segment involving a legendary WWE Hall of Famer making a rare appearance. Fans were excited to see the veteran grace the blue brand, as WWE had teased something special earlier in the week. However, the excitement quickly turned into frustration for many when the legend's role turned out to be far less impactful than anticipated. Instead of being treated like the iconic figure they are, the Hall of Famer was used to put over younger talent in a way some saw as diminishing. While it's common for veterans to give the rub to the next generation, the execution left many fans disappointed. The legend barely got a fence in, was interrupted mid-promo, and was left looking weak by the time the segment ended. For Russo, this was a complete mishandling of someone who had given decades to WWE. He didn't hold back when giving his thoughts. Vince Russo's harsh words. Speaking on his podcast, Russo blasted Triple H for what he called disrespectful booking. He argued that legends should be treated with reverence, not used as stepping stones without careful storytelling. When you have a legend out there, you don't embarrass them. You don't make them look like they're past their prime or that they don't matter anymore. That's exactly what Triple H did. It was pathetic. This is a guy who's supposed to understand the business, supposed to understand respect, but what I saw on Smackdown was disgraceful, Russo said. Russo continued by accusing Triple H of having a personal agenda. He claimed that the game often uses legends selectively, sometimes propping up those he favors, while diminishing others who don't fit his current vision. Triple H books for Triple H, he wants his guys, his vision, his era to be the center of attention. And if that means burying a legend who doesn't fit the mold, then that's what he's gonna do. And I'm sorry, but that's not how you run a wrestling company, Russo added. The legend's legacy. The star in question has a resume that speaks for itself: world championships, iconic rivalries, and unforgettable WrestleMania moments. They are someone who, for years, carried the company on their back, generating ticket sales and ratings during tough times. Fans online noted that their mere presence should have been enough to create a buzzworthy moment. Instead, the execution left the appearance feeling hollow, as if WWE only used them for name value without giving them the spotlight they deserved. Some defended the decision, arguing that legends are supposed to elevate new talent and that it's part of the business cycle. However, others felt the balance was way off, with the veteran being reduced to a prop instead of being presented as the icon they truly are. The fan reaction. Social media quickly lit up after the segment. On Twitter X, hashtags related to the legend trended, with thousands of posts expressing disappointment. Many fans echoed Russo's sentiments, saying the appearance was a waste of a legend. One fan wrote, "This isn't how you treat someone who gave their life to WWE. Triple H should be ashamed." Another counted, "Everyone's overreacting. Legends put over younger talent. That's how it's always been. People need to stop blaming Triple H for everything." The split reaction highlights the fine line WWE must walk when using veterans. The appearances of legends are supposed to generate nostalgia, ratings, and emotional moments, but when done poorly, they can leave fans feeling more frustrated than excited. Triple H's philosophy versus Russo's old-school mentality. Part of the disagreement stems from differing philosophies about wrestling booking. Triple H has made it clear since taking control that his priority is long-term storytelling and building new stars. He often uses legends in short bursts, not as full-time attractions, to help transition the spotlight to today's roster. Vince Russo, on the other hand, comes from the Attitude Era mindset, where legends and top stars were always portrayed as larger-than-life figures. Russo believes that even if they're being used to put someone over, they should never come off as irrelevant or weak. To Russo, Triple H's method is a betrayal of wrestling's tradition of respecting those who paved the way. To Triple H, it's simply modern booking, ensuring the next generation is elevated while legends play supporting roles. Was Russo right? While Russo's comments may sound extreme, there's truth in his core argument. Legends should indeed be treated with care, and their appearances should feel special. If a Hall of Famer shows up and is instantly overshadowed or humiliated, it sends the wrong message, not just to the fans, but also to the locker room. However, Russo is also known for exaggeration and hyperbole. His constant criticisms of Triple H sometimes blur the line between valid concerns and personal bias. After all, Russo and Triple H never saw eye to eye during their respective runs in WWE, and Russo has never missed an opportunity to bury the King of Kings. So while Russo may have a point about the execution being flawed, his suggestion that Triple H intentionally disrespected the legend may be more about stirring headlines than uncovering hidden truths. Looking ahead, the real question now is whether WWE will learn from this backlash. Legends still have value, not just for nostalgia, but for storytelling. When used correctly, they can enhance rivalries, elevate younger stars, and remind fans why they fell in love with wrestling in the first place. Triple H has largely succeeded in balancing the old with the new, but as this incident shows, even he isn't immune to criticism when the balance feels off. If fans continue voicing disappointment, WWE may need to reconsider how it presents its legends moving forward. Vince Russo burying Triple H isn't new, it's practically a tradition at this point. Yet his latest criticism, focused on the treatment of a legendary WWE star on Smackdown, has resonated with many fans who are equally frustrated with the booking. While Russo's fiery words may go overboard, the debate they sparked highlights an important issue: how WWE should handle its legends in the modern era. Should they be protected as untouchable icons, or should they be used strictly to put over the next generation? Triple H may not respond directly to Russo's comments, but the reactions from fans speak volumes. WWE's handling of legends will always be under a microscope, and if Russo's critique does anything, it's reminding the company that respect, execution, and balance matter, especially when it comes to those who built the foundation of professional wrestling.